Do these badges offset the balance between offense and defense? That's what you should be asking yourself. All right, y'all. So which badges do you guys think should be removed from 2K? And which badges do you guys think we should keep on 2K? What's good, AllCity fam? I'm AllCity, and thank you for tuning in. As always, before we continue this video, I would love to invite you guys to the #1 NBA 2K22 Discord. If you guys are looking for players to run with on NBA 2K22, join our Discord. The link for Discord will be in the description below. All right, y'all. So let's get right. Let's talk about these badges. Which badges should be removed? Which badges should be kept on 2K? Now, I want to start in the shooting category because this is one of the most primary categories and has always been one of the most primary and highly respected categories by 2K and the 2K community. The shooting category for badges. And you guys know I love to keep it a buck. I gotta say, first off, to start off this video, that 2K really undermines the defense with some of these badges. I gotta keep it a buck, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think some of these badges just really undermine the defense? And the reason why I'm saying that is because there aren't defensive badges to counter a lot of these offensive badges. So we're gonna get right. We're gonna start at the very top with shooting on blinders. Do you guys think blinders should be removed? Should we keep a badge like blinders? I do also gotta mention that some of these badges are not like functioning as they should. You got bronze, silver, gold, and Hall of Fame. But for like blinders, the badge on Hall of Fame is absolutely overpowered. And then at the gold level, not so much. It's just okay. Silver, you don't even need to equip it. Bronze, you don't even need to equip it. But then there's some other bronze badges, like for instance, the clutch shooter badge on bronze is absolutely goated. For instance, the lucky 7 badge on bronze is absolutely goated. It just doesn't match up. And what's unfortunate here is that we're actually investing a ton of badge points. We're investing more badge points into these badges than we have ever before. So if I had the opportunity, as you guys can see on gold, I would have to invest 5 badge points into blinders, and that's a ton of badge points. I only get 28 shooting badge points within my shooting badge category. So if I had the option to get this badge on the Hall of Fame, that's probably like 7 badge points I would have to invest just into the blinders badge. It will probably be worth it, considering blinders on Hall of Fame is absolutely overpowered. But I don't know if I want to invest so many badge points into one badge, when I could just spread the badge points out and choose to play a different type of play style, like shooting wide open shots instead of shooting contested shots. So the blinders badge, do you guys think we should keep this badge? Should we remove a badge that actually gives you a tremendous shooting boost for contested shots? So it pretty much completely undermines the defense. These players out there are shooting heavily contested shots and getting a tremendous shooting boost. This badge on Hall of Fame will allow you you can hit about 80% of your shots that are contested anywhere in the range from 10 to 25%. I just feel like if we're going to focus on shot selection, that should be the key priority. That's where players are separated within IQ and skill. All about your shot selection, not a badge that helps crutch bad shot selection. The Circus 3's badge, should we keep this badge? Should we remove it? I actually love the Circus 3's badge. I made a video on the Circus 3's badge. I don't know what you guys think about Circus 3's. I don't like the idea of hitting contested shots. This is where I don't like badges that undermine the defense. But if you're wide open and if you have a badge like Circus 3's on, you should be able to take moving shots from the perimeter at your will. Open shots should be dropping when you put a badge on a Hall of Fame. I think 2K really needs to redefine what Hall of Fame actually means. Hall of Fame means the GOAT level. So if you're wide open, these shots should be dropping with ease. Should we keep Circus 3's? Should we remove it? Let me know in the comment section below. The Deadeye badge. The Deadeye badge is an OG badge, been in the game for so long, but I don't see it functioning as it should. Barely, if ever, pops up. I know it's a good badge for taller shooters, but for smaller shooters, the Deadeye badge is not really functioning as it should. Let me know in the comment section, should we just get rid of the Deadeye badge? I know a lot of folks out there love Deadeye, but I gotta say I haven't seen good use for the Deadeye badge this year. Try not to pay too close attention to this particular badge setup that I have on the screen. I was just messing around and changing things around, so don't hold me to this badge setup. Again, like I mentioned once before, these shooting badges go by playing style. So if you want to change up your play style, you may have to rearrange and reorganize your shooting badges. The Green Machine badge, once another OG badge. Once upon a time, a badge that was a must-have. You had to have this on your player if you wanted to shoot consistent greens out there. But, you know, in 2K22, not so much. They kind of took a lot away from the green machine badge. Do we need a badge that helps you hit more greens? Again, undermining the defense. In my opinion, badges like green machine undermine the defense. And I'm speaking more so from previous versions, because in 2K22, not so much. You're not seeing too much of green machine use in 2K22. Should we remove green machine or should we keep green machine? I think contested shots should be considered contested shots. Poor shot selection needs to be considered poor shot selection, and no badge should be able to outweigh your poor shot selection. If you have great shot selection, then you should be rewarded for a great shot selection. That's just my opinion. Lucky 7, a badge that helps you hit great, super high percentage, super high clip. If you have this badge just at the bronze level, you're going to get a tremendous shooting boost. A badge that helps you hit more within the first 7 seconds. These are great concepts. I get it. If I'm sitting at the 2K round table trying to figure out, if I'm a development team trying to figure out new and innovative ways to introduce new badges, I believe Lucky 7 is a great concept idea. The only thing that I don't personally agree with is that there's no counters to these badges. For every single badge that you introduce on the offensive end, there should be a counter on the defensive end. So that way it's more of a chess match between the offense and the defense. Lucky 7. Should we remove Lucky 7? Should we keep it? Again, I believe the badge is goated, but is goated a good thing for 2K to help maintain that balance between offense and defense? That's really the question that we're asking here. Do these badges offset the balance between offense and defense? That's what you should be asking yourself. Set shooter, get rid of the badge already, 2K. You're trying to hold on to a badge that you have to actually be set for 2 seconds with the ball in your hand wide open and then take the shot and receive the small shooting percentage boost that you get from set shooter. Is just not worth it. Take it out the game. In my opinion, they need to get rid of set shooter. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Stop and pop. This is a great concept type of badge. Again, shooting contest should always be priority, but stop and pop is a great badge because what I'm thinking is a great concept badge. You get a nice little boost from stop and pop. If you're dribbling around, you stop and you take your shot. Stop and pop, a great badge. I like having stop and pop in the game. You guys let me know if you think stop and pop should be removed or they should keep stop and pop. Catch and shoot. I think this is a great badge. Catch and shoot for spot up shooters, helping with your missed time shots out there. I think this is a good badge that 2K has implemented. And I believe catch and shoot is not a badge that undermines the defense. It's just going to help you when you're open to catch and shoot the rock. Let me know if you guys think catch and shoot should be kept in 2K or we should remove catch and shoot. Clutch shooter, a badge that you only need on bronze, and you get a tremendous shooting boost during like particular situations in park and during last quarter situations in the rec or pro-am. So I think it's a good badge to have clutch shooter on. Like I continue to stress, good shot contest should always be considered good shot contest. There should be no badge that undermines the defense and allows you to hit against really good shot contests. The difficult shots badge, another OG badge. I love the idea of difficult shots. The mid-range shot is like a lost art out there. Everyone 3-point hunts. I love difficult shots. Hot Zone Hunter was an absolute must in previous versions of 2K. Do we need a badge that helps you shoot within your hot zones? I know a lot of us in the 2K community love that idea of a badge helping us shoot even better within our hot zones, but I personally think the hot zones should be good enough, and I think 2K realized that as well, because the boost that you get from Hot Zone Hunter is not nearly as well as it was in previous versions of 2K. So do you guys think we should get rid of Hot Zone Hunter? Is it past due already? Are hot zones, or should hot zones be more effective than having an actual badge on? The Mismatch Expert badge, a highly controversial badge, a badge that helps you shoot over taller defenders. Again, minimizing and undermining the defense makes absolutely no sense. If a taller player is hedging well enough to make a good contest against a smaller player, that defense should be rewarded first. Remember, 2K said this was going to be the year. 2K22 was going to be the year that rewarded the defense and really focused heavily on the defensive end of the game. But then we see badges like like Mismatch Expert introduced into the game a brand new badge, and in my opinion, it just undermines the defense. I don't like the idea of Mismatch Expert being in the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I know a lot of you shooters out there love the Mismatch Expert badge. The slippery off-ball badge. This is a perfect example. The slippery off-ball badge is an absolute perfect example of having an offensive badge and also having a defensive counterpart in off-ball pass. Slippery off-ball helps you navigate through traffic, gives you better animations for the pick and pop or the pick and roll. But for players that equip the off-ball pass badge is a perfect counter to slippery off-ball. Slippery off-ball also gives you better off-ball animations. If you guys don't know, you can use your right analog stick to trigger particular animations and sometimes even break the ankles off ball. So something to consider, the slippery off ball badge. I like the idea of having it in the game and having a defensive counterpart for slippery off ball. Volume shooter, should this be in the game? A badge that gives you a slight edge. This badge only gives you a slight edge to your shooting, but it doesn't cover all game modes. Volume shooter is a badge that you need to take a good amount of shots to get the best value for this badge, and it's primarily made for rec or pro-am and for players that take high volume of shots. So volume shooter, I don't necessarily know if it should be in the game. I like the idea that it only gives you a small boost and it works consistently. So I think that's okay if it just gives you a slight edge and it doesn't seem to undermine the defense. If you have good shot selection, you can take full advantage of volume shooter. The chef badge, I know 2K meant well when they introduced chef and limitless spot up. I get it. They meant well. I just don't think they implemented it or incorporated it into the game properly. There's not too many people that are taking full advantage of the chef badge because you're not getting what you want out of the badge, and you got to invest so many points into chef. You got to shoot 30 plus feet out, and it's a very rare occasion that we see players shooting from so far out. If you're a veteran 2K player, you know that there's a ton of players that love to shoot from far out, but for some reason 2K has introduced chef and limitless spot up, and this year in particular there aren't nearly as many players that are shooting from as far out as I remember in previous 2Ks. Do you guys think they should get rid of chef and limitless spot up? Those are the two badges we're covering right now. Do you guys think they're even worth the badge points in 2K22? Let me know in the comment section below. Should we keep limitless spot up and chef, or should 2K remove limitless spot up and the chef badge? Let me know in the comments. The corner specialist badge, an OG badge, been in the game for so long as I can remember. A ton of players love the corner specialist badge, especially if you incorporate it with Circus 3's super golded badge to have on. You only need it at the gold or the bronze level. Should we still have a badge like corner specialist, or is it due time? Is shooting easy enough? Is it due time for us to remove the corner specialist badge? Let me know in the comment section below. Fade ace, I love the idea of helping players shoot better off of the post fade. I personally think fade ace is a great badge to have in the game, giving you a slight boost. Should not undermine the defense. We are seeing this badge undermine the defense. I think 2K just needs to make a tweak to this badge. If the post move, it works properly and it leaves the defender or the shooter a good amount of distance between the defender, then that fade ace should actually give you a nice shooting boost. But what we're seeing out there is post players taking fades that are heavily contested and still greening out there. The rhythm shooter badge, I love the idea of the rhythm shooter badge. It gives you a decent boost, but it doesn't seem to undermine the defense, and it works best off of like something like a Trae Young type of move. And Trae Young is known to create space between the shooter and the defender, allowing you an open shot opportunity and giving you a boost for creating that space. And I think that's how 2K really needs to focus on these shooting badges. If you're able to create the space and you take that open shot, then that's when the boost should be given to you heavily, rewarding your good shot selection without undermining the defense. The sniper badge on Hall of Fame, another controversial badge. Too many players are hitting like full whites out there. We see it all too often. If you don't have the badge, you're gonna brick these slightly earlys and slightly lates. 2K is like a tremendous crutch shooting badge and you guys actually need to have this badge on to hit consistently. It's unfortunate that 2K introduced the badge that gives such a heavy crutch to poor shot timing, pretty much allowing players to just mistime their shot and still be able to hit it. The reason why I'm saying this is because I believe that shot timing is something that needs to be worked on. Like from a shooter's perspective, like the player's perspective, they should be in the lab trying to get their shot timing down. And it should have nothing to do with your actual base. For whatever base you choose to select, one base shouldn't be better than the other. All bases should give you the same amount of percentages, slightly earlys, middle makes, slightly lates. They should give you guys the same amount of percentages if you're able to time your shot. Unfortunately, in 2K, one base is going to be better than another, and one base is going to give you a higher make percentage than another regardless of speed. I don't mind the idea that these bases have different speeds to them, but if someone chooses a slow base and has an absolutely awesome shot timing, then they should be able to green consistently. This is my take on shooting badges. That's what we're going to cover. I tried to go with shooting and defensive badges. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I hope you guys found this video helpful and or informative, and if you did, please consider dropping a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as we intend to have a ton of 2K22 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.